And when Lil Uzi said, "I like that girl too much. I wish I never met her." That shit honestly didn't even touch me. Like, that shit didn't hit me at all, you know. But when Fat Nick said she bounced in on my dick, but that's my Glock, that shit hit home, dude, in my very soul. Every fiber of my being. I stumbled out of my chair a little bit. I was in, like, euphoria, you know?
Right.
Can I ask this? How fat is Fat Nick?
Yeah, now you got me interested.
He's very overweight, and I think he might possibly be a sex offender. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you.
I see why you like him.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome.
He can't be that overweight. What? Let me finish my sentence.
Okay, you go, man. You go talk about.
Well, he can't be that overweight if he's committing sexual acts of violence.
Very true.
That man's living like Larry. Don't hate on a man who wants to commit sexual acts.
If Larry sexually assaulted people with his Glock.
Larry does what Larry wants, and that's what Big Nick is doing. Fat man.
Imagine being so dumb that you mistake a solid piece of metal for someone's dick.
This intro went longer than I thought it was gonna go.
I'm just saying, like, the two, like, you'd have to be fucking. What was that guy's name? Mudbone? Like,
OG Mudbone?
OG Mudbone times
Bro,
2.
that was my first gamer tag.
Dude,
yo, should I talk about my first gamer tag?
Yeah, please talk about your first gamer tag. Oh,
I'm just saying, to have a boner that hard, you gotta be, like, a champion.
Dude, my first gamer tag on Xbox, my dad made it because I was in, like, 6th grade. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, so he just made it because it was, like, his account and shit. Man named the account OG Mudbone. I didn't realize, you know, I don't think he did either, that that's a porn star with a big black dick. And
when did you discover
it? Me, you know, being in 6th grade playing Call of Duty, I discovered it pretty fast, actually.
Yeah.
It cause I was getting basically like harassed in game chat, and then like people kept telling me to Google it. So like one time I Googled it, and so I saw like a big black horse dick in like 6th grade, basically.
Oh,
like, yeah, it was pretty.
You should have doubled down, dude. Imagine fucking 6th grade Nicholas Goodenough being like, "Yeah, that's how big my cock is," and I'll fuck your mom with it because this is Call of Duty.
When I was in the 6th grade, I saw a big black horse cock too. When I went in the bathroom
In the horse bathroom?
In the horse bathroom. Yeah. Okay, can I say welcome back to the Weekly Wumbo, your favorite podcast. Starting now.
Yeah, I guess you can do an intro.
Yeah, that was supposed to be an intro, like a 30-second one, but it turned out to be like 3 minutes. But I respect their hustle. Who's typing?
Sorry, I'm talking to people in Discord, Corey. I have a life, okay?
I swear to God. Anyway.
You swear to God.
I swear to God.
Cool.
Where the fuck's Owen?
Is God alive?
Owen's here.
Oh, there he is.
No, dude, I actually, you know what sounds smack right now? I got some Taco Bell in the fridge.
Are you telling me you preserve your Taco Bell?
I got it like a couple hours ago. It's still fine.
Strong word.
I don't keep it in the fucking fridge for like a week, but like.
Wait, you don't?
I just couldn't finish it today.
Oh shit. Oh. Fuck.
I mean, mine's been sitting in there for a solid 6 weeks.
Oh God, that must be horrible.
6 weeks?
6 weeks.
Oh.
You think it has a long shelf life?
It's fresh. It's fresh frozen.
Dude, it's still fresh.
Fresh frozen.
It's fresh frozen after 6 weeks for sure.
Probably have enough carcinogens in it to like survive a nuclear apocalypse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's made with like used cigarette butts. So.
Speaking of, Owen, how's your diet going?
My diet's good. I made some chicken.
Your diet?
And I ate it.
You ate some chicken today?
And then I jerked my own.
And then, whoa.
Hey, you're on a diet, Owen? I didn't know that.
I mean, diet, schmiet. What?
So how,
I just muted my mic. Whoops. Fuck, I was on mute.
How's everyone's week going? How's everyone?
Shane Dawson fucked his cat.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
His week's going pretty well. Yeah.
It's been a good week, honestly.
What happened in the past week that...
I didn't actually hear about, like, any of the JK Rowlings stuff or whatever. Like, fill me in on that. I know literally nothing. I've seen, like, 3 memes on Instagram so far.
Okay, you ready? Buckle in.
No.
Go ahead, Corey.
She
Hit me with
She
it.
Hold up,
said-
I don't have my seatbelt on.
Okay, put your seatbelt on. Is it on?
Click.
Hold on, it's jammed.
Mine's
Well,
on.
we're going.
Oh,
She
shoot.
said she posted on Twitter, Dumbledore's gay. And then
That's not all she said.
and then the fans were like, why?
I know that's like the first of many strange.
Hermione
tweets.
isn't always. It doesn't. Never said she was white. She could be black. She could be Hispanic.
Except
She's very clearly Caucasian in the movie.
Yeah.
If I'm not
But
mistaken.
I mean, I think I stopped being a Harry Potter fan the moment the last movie, the credits rolled. That's when I stopped being a Harry Potter fan and caring.
Yeah,
Does
same.
anyone care anymore?
I did want to see I mean it's not Harry Potter, but I did
Fantastic
want to see
Beasts.
like the Magical Beast or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it looks kind of gay.
You want to hear something funny?
Yes.
No.
I can't remember what year it was. I think it might have been like last year.
1973.
But while I was working at
year,
said
good year.
restaurant, I don't want to name. While I was working at that restaurant, this couple dressed in like wizard outfits were having dinner.
Oh my
and
god.
the guy proposed to her, and it was really cute.
Wait a
And
minute.
there was a ring. Like he put the ring on like a wand, and proposed to her that way.
Nice.
On
And
his,
it was really
wait a
cute.
minute. It was on his wand? Oh.
I'm sure
weird.
it was on. I'm sure it was on his wand later that night.
Hell yeah.
Also-
But now I'm just thinking like how much of a divorce they want right now after all the shit JK Rowling says.
Yeah.
Like they're just having an
Wait.
argument. Like why
Okay.
can't Hermione be black? Because she
Wait.
wasn't in the original one, and they're probably.
And then they break
Wait,
up.
so
they're
was it
having a
just
bad
Dumbledore and Hermione then, or was there others
There's
too?
probably others. I
like
really
like
don't
is
know.
Snape a furry?
No,
Like,
didn't she say some shit about how didn't she say some shit about how Dumbledore and Griswold had like fucking violent
It's
sex or
Grindelwald.
something like that?
Yeah, no, they
Or
had a
Grindelwald, yeah.
very intense sexual like relationship.
Hold up.
That's
I mean,
that's,
good for
that's,
Dumbledore.
That's really good to tell all your fans that are probably very.
Were they
strong
white?
in
This sounds
impressions.
like
He's
some
just
white
trying
people.
to. Yeah, wait, who said that Dumbledore
is.
was white?
No. Was this couple that was at the restaurant, were they white?
Of course they were white.
Oh,
Yes,
like,
they
Okay.
were white.
So follow me.
Like
You
Sam.
follow me, Chief? So if she came home one day, then they already had a kid. But she came home with a black baby one day. Is that okay if Hermione's black?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense, man.
No, because Pem did.
It's okay. JK Rowling said Hermione's black.
Oh,
it's fine.
Yeah.
okay.
Trust me, it's your baby.
Okay,
I think
perfect.
she's just like grasping for straws at this point.
Yeah.
To be honest,
No,
like,
like,
anything to stay
it's-
relevant, I feel like either that or she's just completely like senile now. Like,
No, she's not senile. She's not that old. It's just like she's just trying to fucking get good press and shit.
Just trying to be
And
relevant.
it's and relevant too.
There's only so much
Like-
Harry Potter fan fiction that you can write.
Yeah, I used to be
excuse
literally
you?
obsessed with Harry Potter.
I've literally been writing Harry Potter fanfiction my entire life.
You're disgusting. But I used to be literally after I. What am I trying to say? I used to be like literally obsessed with Harry Potter that I'd fucking write my own spell books, and I just realized that I
did?
called you disgusting for saying that, and then I actually wrote my own spell books and shit, and I played the video games.
What were the spells in it? I want to know.
Fucking the real spells. Like I was like I just looked shit up and I made a spell book. I also made a potions book.
Oh fuck, what's the one that like kills you?
Avada Kedavra.
Yeah, that shit.
What a
Bro,
nerd.
Flipendo was overpowered though.
Flipendo.
Did it
Welcome
flip
back
things?
to my favorite segment. This is where we
Did it
read
flip-
Harry
segment?
Potter
Did-
fan fiction aloud. We
Wait,
take
wait. What did Flipendo do? I
They
don't
like
know.
push
What did it
things.
do?
In like the very first Harry Potter game for like PC I had, that was the first spell you learned was Flipendo.
That sounds like it was made by our friend who's obviously gay, Dumbledore. It sounds like he made that.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like he's into that kind of shit. Anyway, should we like
Probably.
introduce ourselves and stuff? Because this is
No.
our like a first podcast, and we're already
We
like 10
we don't need
minutes
to
in.
introduce ourselves. I can change it in post.
I'm Nick.
I'm Owen.
Just say a little thing about yourself. What Nick?
Oh me.
Little fun
Oh,
fact,
shit.
yeah.
Fun fact, who cares?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Damn.
No, I just saying
Wow,
who cares
man.
about us.
That's fucked up.
I can't think of anything.
All right, sick. Me neither.
I exist. I breathe. There's a fun fact.
Hi, I'm Owen.
These days.
I have a micro penis and I can't read.
Oh,
Thank you.
Is it? Are you serious? But the can't read part? I know you have a micro penis, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't read?
No, it's
Oh,
true.
shit. Wow.
That's why I really need someone to read this Harry Potter fan fiction I found.
Should we have a segment on the show where we read fanfic?
I think if we all
Sexual
found our
fan
favorite Harry Potter fan fiction, maybe one or two.
Can it be any
sentences.
fan fiction though? Like, what, does it have to be Harry Potter?
I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be Harry Potter. I was just trying to stay relevant to the theme.
Yeah, I only read Apex Legends fanfic.
Oh yeah, the robot.
Does that exist?
The robot's gay. So yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, that's perfect fodder for fanfiction. Did you guys know the longest piece of written literature is like a French fan fiction for Super Mario Brothers? I'm not even... no, not Super Mario, Super Smash Bros.
Game of Thrones is pretty long.
Yeah,
is that longer than
bro.
Game of Thrones? Really?
You
Yeah, it is.
underestimate.
It's the
how
longest
badly.
recorded piece of written literature.
Holy cow.
I swear to God, look it up.
The
I mean,
Bible's
if you
pretty
could get
big,
the
too.
if you could get the schluck from Kirby, dude.
Bruh.
I mean, I'd
What
kill
about
a man.
Anne Frank's Diary? That's another book. Good one.
I'm telling you, it's longer than all of them.
Wow. Do you think there's like some history nerds that make fan fiction, like a
About what?
gay Hitler
People make
or something like that?
fanfic about everything.
I don't think you need to be a history nerd to
Make a
fan fiction about
gay
Hitler.
fan fiction about Hitler and Stalin getting it on in the gulags.
Hell yeah, bro. That's
Specifically, the dirtiest place ever.
Hell yeah! Two dirty things it cancels out. Pemdad.
What if
my man Joseph Stalin be ballin'.
That's
What
true.
if Chernobyl was just like fake and they just really kicked everybody out and they had a massive orgy in the whole town?
Do you ever think?
I
do you
mean-
ever think about Chernobyl?
Yeah.
Do you ever like?
You should write that down and make it into a fanfiction.
Yeah,
I
write that
saw
down,
like
write
a
that down.
thing. I saw like a thing that like these people in Chernobyl were like on the outskirts or whatever, like the blast, like just never left.
They never
they're just still
left.
there. Yeah, they just never left. I don't know. I saw like a thing. It's probably not true.
They're
I mean, it's on
probably
YouTube, so it's gotta be
extremely,
true, right?
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I saw like a clip or whatever on like Daily Dose Internet that was like, I don't know. It was like a video of these two people, like a really really old grandma and like her son, just bulling like on the edge of Chernobyl, just living it out.
Damn.
Was it like, weren't there a lot of like babies and people and stuff that were like affected by the radiation? Like, I'm pretty sure I saw like Chernobyl babies with horrible deformities.
Chernobyl
I mean,
babies.
I mean, you're probably right.
Exposure to that radiation. I mean, yeah, if you're close, yeah, I mean, that would make sense.
Vice has a documentary that the guy who owns Vice News went out there and they like shot guns and stuff like that, explored. But they were saying like there's this part of the forest that's like you go in there and you don't walk out. It's just like so
like you die.
there's so much radiation. Yeah, and like it's like constantly cold over there, so like all the radiation's like under the snow too. So
Ever
it's
think
like,
about like
wild.
the like mutated animals that are probably there?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
No,
like,
They saw
some-
them.
I'm sure they've taken a
There's
picture.
living, yeah, there's like living animals there.
They're
that are just
wild
hanging out in
dogs.
Chernobyl.
And like
Yeah, just
wolves.
shooting the shit, dude.
Yeah, they had
Haven't
assault
you played
rifles. They brought.
MW2? Remember the dogs?
yeah. Oh yeah.
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 That was MW1 actually, but I'm not gonna like.
Oh shit! It's oh my god.
Yo,
I feel
remember
so- I
that?
feel so
Remember
bad
that?
now.
Remember that mission in COD 4 with like the tanks and shit?
No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like Gilly in the Mist, I think it was called or whatever.
Yeah, that's
When he goes
literally the one I'm
assassin.
talking about.
Yeah,
right?
that's what it was.
Oh,
And then that's
yeah,
like a
I pooped
two-parter.
my pants.
Remember when you could
Yeah.
shoot up the airport in Modern Warfare 2?
Bro, we did that shit
Yeah,
without
dude.
even blinking though.
Hell yeah. I ain't no pussy.
Man, dude. You would never be able to get away with that shit in 2019.
They barely
No,
got away with
no,
it
absolutely
not.
back then.
Dude, people are so sensitive nowadays. You can never.
I mean
like,
that
do
is
something like
pretty
that.
over the top. I mean,
I don't know. I felt like
yeah.
as a kid, like when I was playing it, it never really affected me because I was like,
played as a kid.
well, as long
dad
as I
didn't
know
let me
like the
play.
difference between like this and real life, I'll be fine. Like, I don't know. I've
Yeah.
never after playing that mission a couple times because I did a couple playthroughs of MW2. like, after playing it a couple times, I never once was like, alright, time to apply this to real life. Like I never had the desire to just... Makarov. Yeah, I've never felt the desire to just shoot up an airport.
Let's be honest, if they were 2019 today, like probably tomorrow, honestly, they're probably going to come out with an article and be like, this just in. Activision confirms the henchman that was on your right in that airport mission was actually trans.
Oh my god.
What?
Yo, yeah, speaking of that, I mean, I kind of want to come back to this. I want to come back to this because I like this. But I saw like a picture on Instagram, and it was like Victoria's Secret, like they refuse to use plus size models and trans women, and people are like, I guess, going like crazy over that.
I don't see the issue with the plus size models.
No, I mean, I said then someone commented on it saying like, and the NBA ain't trying to get my 5'10"
The NBA,
ass.
yeah.
So
the
get the
NBA
fuck
doesn't
over
want my 5'5" ass either. So get over it.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm okay with plus size models as long as they're not like morbidly obese. It's not just, as long as they're not like a TLC documentary or whatever the fuck. Then we're good. I don't care.
What I don't get is trans in like sports, because now you have a bunch of
Joe Rogan had an amazing argument for that.
Well, it was basically now like guys can just beat up on girls. In sports.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what happened. Like, there was this one trans athlete that was just beating the shit out of these women, man, and it was like...
Yeah.
It's like, this... Like, when do you draw the line?
Right.
Well, like, I don't know. It's pretty, like, if you put the best, like, physical male and the best, like, physical female and, like, totally try to, like, fight, I guess. Like, I mean, it sounds fucked up, but, like, I don't know. Have you ever met a woman that you're confident could take out, like, Brock Lesnar? Because I haven't.
Who's Brock Lesnar?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's probably
never seen Brock Lesnar. Google a picture of Brock Lesnar.
I'm looking him up.
He's like an MMA. He's an MMA fighter. Google a picture of Brock Lesnar and tell me what woman you met in your life that's taking that dude down.
Oh my god.
Like I'm not trying to be sexist. Jesus. But, like, honestly, like
half of the man's torso is his chest.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like...
Oh my god.
Just because you cut your dick off...
He's like, 6'3".
You still have, like, all the... Like, you're still, like, a dude. Like, your genetic makeup is still, like, a man. Like, your muscle mass and everything, it's still gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's extremely unfair to argue inclusivity of, like, oh... Well, trans people deserve to be here. Like, they all need to be included.
Don't. That's the thing. They don't deserve
But it's like you're literally advocating for a biological man to beat up on people that aren't able to defend themselves properly.
Right. I have nothing against trans people. I just feel like, in terms of them,
there needs to be a line
being, like, allowed to join certain sports, it's just, like, kind of silly.
Yeah. I feel bad for anybody who has to.
Yeah, I literally saw like I saw one about track, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of fucked up. But then I saw like one with like the wrestling, and I was like, okay, that's like.
Because think of it this way. Like... Think of this: you are dealing with a trans woman, right? So like a guy that became a woman, and then then pretend like I'm a regular female, biological female. And I've been working my entire life to run in the Olympics, and then I get beat by someone who has more testosterone in their body, biologically.
Well, additionally, like, let's throw gender completely out of the picture. Imagine you are a wrestler who has been training forever, like your entire life, and then all of a sudden you have to be put up against somebody who, no matter what, will always be better than you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, just completely no mention about gender at all. That is
in terms of, but like, I mean, in that,
bro, throw me in a cage with a Terminator right now. I'll take him, dude. I'm bringing John Connor back. I never actually saw the movies. I don't actually know. I don't know.
Sarah Connor. Wait, I'm
bringing him back.
I can't remember either.
Yeah,
that's Terminator. Is it?
I find it.
I'm bringing whoever needs to be brought back. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of those.
Fisticuffs.
Amelia Clark from Game of Thrones is in Terminator 4. I just found that out the other day.
I remember
She's naked in
when
it.
I watched Game of Thrones, it was on like a when I watched Game of Thrones, it was off of like a pirated website from like Georgia.
Naturally.
Not
Oh,
the,
when we were in
not the
Alex's
state.
house?
Yeah. Not the state,
that.
like Georgia the country. Like it was in a completely different language and everything. It was a good time.
Is it even worth it at that point?
I mean, it's not that hard.
I mean, if you really like Game of Thrones,
Game of Thrones is
you can't afford
honestly
Netflix.
probably one of the best shows you could ever probably watch. It's not really like it's not even
Anime.
can't even
Okay,
compare the
that's
two.
right there.
See, that's
Anime's always going to win.
That's where you're mistaken.
We can't get started talking about anime on the podcast.
Nah,
Not
or
this
another
episode.
episode.
Yeah.
Corey, do you still have the
Yeah.
Facebook tab open of like all the memes and stuff? Talk about that.
I mean, I was looking at my phone, but yeah.
And what?
Oh,
So there's this thing. I'm talking to the audience. You guys know. We go to a certain college. It's full of nerds. So the anime club decided, hey, let's make a whole weekend long convention for everyone.
well, they didn't just decide. It's been going on for years now.
Well, yeah, they didn't just decide that, but we didn't go to this one. We usually go to. We went to the last
bummed
two.
out that we didn't, but I don't know. Maybe next year.
But basically, people that don't like anime or like find it cringy, which is the majority of the population of the Earth.
I don't know, man. Anime's
I mean, the people.
Just go.
I'm-
I don't want to.
Like-
Just go.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Oh no! They put up memes because memes are the way that we express ourselves. It's the new art form. About that, and and people that go to the convention are pretty butthurt. I wish I could like show you some pictures, but this is audio. But let me see if I can find something.
You don't have to
Yeah.
just like read off like what they said. What
I'm actually
like,
having trouble
what-
finding it. But yeah,
where were these pictures posted? Is there like a
no,
specific?
there's
group
like a
you're
little
looking for?
little meme chat for the school.
Oh, they
I
have
don't know.
that.
The
Yeah.
Toricon thing's kind of, I don't know. It's just because, I think it's just because Rochester's so small that I don't really want to go. Like, I don't know. It just, it sounds awful, to be honest with you. I never really care for conventions anyway, because, people don't shower. Like, imagine, a convention full of, I don't want to say his name.
Oh, it smells like shit, Nick. You are completely
Oh my
right
God.
about that. I can
Yeah,
assure you 100%.
Yeah, I don't, plus, I don't know, man. You get sick and shit, all the time. At
Especially
conventions,
on
and
the
it's-
second day.
Yeah, and I just ain't about
Especially
it.
on
It ain't
the
worth it for a
second
body
day.
pillow, Chief. If I want a body pillow, I'll just get one off Amazon,
Yeah, they'll
Big
be a lot
facts.
cleaner that way.
But I mean, the only reason I go is for the cringiness
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you need content.
that endures. Yeah, that was fun.
content. Yeah, but I don't know. I enjoy the environment there. It's one that
It's
I
very
don't
nice.
think you could ever replicate without.
As long as you're
something.
not actually you can laugh, but as long as you're not actually making fun of someone. I would never
No.
actually make fun of anyone there. They're
No,
they're
no,
nice
not
people.
Well, people just don't know how to laugh at themselves. That's the problem.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
legitimately look for shit to get offended for.
Yeah, I'll put it to you this way: if you're, God, I don't want to make a fat joke. All right, if you're actually unironically buying a body pillow,
This week on the vlog.
and you're taking yourself so
Which makes a fat
seriously
joke.
that you're you're taking you're taking yourself too seriously if you want to unironically buy a body pillow and then somebody talks shit about this thing that you like and you're like, oh fuck you, man.
What if I want to buy a boyfriend pillow?
People just can't handle opinions. Essentially,
What did that one just say?
We're just gonna ignore the fact that I just said what would happen if you bought a boyfriend pillow.
What?
What's it?
You can buy a boyfriend
You just
pillow.
broke. You just broke
I don't know, man.
a boyfriend pillow.
Yep.
What the fuck is a
Wait, what do you
boyfriend
mean
pillow?
by that?
They make pillows that are shaped like a human. It's basically the same as a body pillow, but it's a boyfriend.
I'll take 20.
They also make one that's like an arm, it's just a
Jason
pillow
O'Malley.
that's an arm, and it
I'll
wraps
take
around
two
you.
for each side of my bed.
I think coming back to the Toricon thing, I think the main reason that people it's made fun of isn't for people that enjoy anime. Hey, I'll watch an anime and I'll go up to someone and be like, hey, I like anime.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
But it's a difference if I go up to someone dressed as fucking Naruto, like sprinting down the halls and doing that hand shit, and then saying, "I like anime, sama," and then
plenty of like normal functioning people that watch.
As long as you know how to compose yourself in
it's just the
society.
it's just the cringy fucking idiots that are like, it's like you said, like, dude, Naruto runs down the hallway and try to like wall run and shit.
I mean, I dressed up as like Spider-Man, but I wasn't fucking acting like him. I think I was.
Yeah, no, that's not. That's like, you dressed up as Spider-Man like around Halloween, like a normal person.
Well,
like,
last year at Toricon, but I wasn't going around crying that like my uncle was dead.
Cosplaying is fine. Like,
as long as you like,
then you have like an excuse. But like, if you're just normally like a fucking cringy idiot, then like you got
like
that's why you're getting
remember
bullied,
Gengar
dude.
Kid? Oh wait, you guys were.
Oh, Gengar Kid. Hold
You
on.
can
like,
talk to me about
like Gengar hat guy. There's a guy that goes around the school and
He wears a Gengar hat.
A Gengar hat. The Pokemon.
Talks
Is he
really
in the
loud.
Pokemon Go Club?
Probably an anime.
Oh,
club.
I feel like we've seen him around before.
We
though.
definitely have.
And-
You have, Mitch.
I remember.
What?
Sorry, go.
No, I was gonna say it's like one thing. Like if this guy was like acted normal, say, "Yeah, hey, what's going on, man?" But he goes up to like the person at Salsaritas, which is the Mexican restaurant, like on campus. I think it's Mexican. And instead of saying, "Hey, can I get this?" he would like say, "Hello," and started like tipping his hat and shit.
Yeah,
And it's just
I
like,
do
if
think
you're
he
tipping-
is
if you're
somewhat
fuck are you
special needs,
doing?
though.
If you're
Oh,
tipping
well,
your
you didn't have to
fedora
add
in
that
real
in. You
life, like,
make us
I
seem
don't know,
bad,
man.
Owen. Making fun of kids.
I mean, I got a katana collection.
You know how we have SATs and ACTs. Can we have like a normality test we need to take
There
to get
should be
into
one.
college? There's so
There should be one. I don't like.
Just, like,
Someone brought
to
this
prove
up. I
you're
think
not
it
a
was Nat
weirdo.
brought this up like 2 days ago. She was like, "How are students at the school so smart to get into the school, but not smart enough to take a fucking shower?" And I'm like,
Because it's like, because they don't know how to function as like actual normal people.
That's what I
At
told
that point,
her.
it's like, at that point, it's like social skills.
Because they're
Yes,
gamers.
Like,
That's what I told her. They
They're
play
gamers.
video
They're
games
gaming.
and they study. And
they don't have
Yeah.
time to shower.
like they
'cause they're
literally,
too busy
literally,
gaming.
dude. Like they don't. I mean, it's fucking gross.
They're
but
raiding
people do it.
dungeons. They're
Yeah,
you know,
like,
grinding
I told you about.
Shit
XP.
bucket, dude.
I told you about the Michael, the other roommate, that I like woke up for an 8 a.m. class, and this guy stayed up through all hours of the night till 8 a.m. because he was doing a raid. How do you say?
I mean,
if you guys ever,
I understand
take
I
that.
know
long.
you understand that, but I can't understand like once it hits 2 o'clock, I'm done.
No,
Not
I
even
Yeah, but
can't.
you're also like you're an old man.
Yeah,
though.
Corey, you're actually bad
You go
about
to
that.
sleep.
How
You
dare
go
you?
to sleep at like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
you're a
I
little
have
baby.
to. I
Little
have to
baby
wake
boy.
up.
Yeah,
But even when you don't, the place you go is like midnight.
Because I'm fucking tired from having to wake up.
From
What a
being a grandpa and taking care of
baby.
your grandpa back.
How dare you? Just because
Yeah,
I
you
wear
heard me.
diapers doesn't mean.
Just
You
because
got
of that.
You got a dick sucking back.
what?
You
the
didn't mind it
fuck?
the other night, Nick. What the fuck?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Oh, good times. Good times. We completely
Well,
went
there-
off track on what
you-
this.
Well, no, wait. Can I bring up one more thing about the Torcon thing?
You may. You
Like-
may.
I feel like, just sort of as like a non-hardcore, I feel like anime gets a lot more shit than other. Actually, no, that's kind of a bold statement. Because like, would you expect to see the same amount of harassment like given to people who go to Comic-Con
No.
as
No.
opposed to anime fans?
That's
no.
like a wider range of interest.
Right.
Like a lot more people.
Yeah,
Like,
I
Yeah, like
guess- yeah, you're right.
superheroes are one thing. Superheroes are like, they're different because like, yeah, it's a wider audience. Whereas anime is just more limited to like Japan. Like, yeah, it's like spreading, but like, I think America's probably like number 3, like for like biggest like anime companies, countries, I guess. Like Japan is probably the first,
yes, probably. Yeah.
and then like
What's the second then?
fucking
like
India.
Europe and shit,
Tentacle.
like
India.
the UK
No,
and
that
stuff.
can't be
Like,
right.
I know.
no, it's not India.
Wait, I feel like it would be China though.
probably
No.
probably
I don't
another
think
Asian
so.
country.
No,
Yeah,
I think
maybe
China's kind of
Korea.
well, no, because
Indonesia, too.
China's fucking strict as fuck on like what gets
Very
into the
true.
country.
No,
I think,
China
so.
allows that
Vietnam,
stuff.
bro.
They just they
Korea.
just like recently. Didn't
Hang on,
China just
I kind of want to look this
recently?
up now. Hang on, I'm putting.
I was gonna say,
but like
sorry, go ahead.
like
Hang on.
it's just like superheroes are just like a way wider audience. Like I guarantee you, like I don't know. Fuck it. Never
Okay,
mind, never mind.
I got it
Just-
here, I got it here.
I don't know where I'm going with it. I just feel like it's anime is just like a smaller audience, and it's not as.
It's more of a
accepted.
niche
Alright,
thing.
ready here?
It's-
Alright, you ready? Oh, okay, you ready? Okay, so number 1 is Japan. Number 2 is the Philippines. Number 3 is Saudi Arabia.
Really?
Number 4 is El Salvador. Number 5 is Peru. Number 6 is Indonesia. Number 7, Chile. Number 8, Malaysia. Number 9, Mexico. Number 10, Costa. Where the fuck is the United States? Hang on, I'm scrolling down.
Yo,
That's
Anna.
actually kind of
You know-
wild. I didn't think there's that much. I thought we were like number 3, and then like the UK or some shit was like second, or like France or something. Like
Whoa, we're not on this list at all. It's like top 25.
That's
and
not
we're
right.
on here.
That's not right.
No,
Yeah,
I swear,
I feel
no,
like
I
that's
swear to
not
God.
right.
This is as of
I don't
2016.
know.
Holy shit, dude.
You know what's up with
I don't
like
know, man.
defending like anime, like getting a lot of shit? It's like it's kind of a double-edged sword because if you start talking about how anime, gets a lot of shit, it comes off as like you're a diehard anime fan.
But yeah, it's with like anything.
That's
though.
Yes and no. I mean, it's just the fact that you're automatically associated with anime. You're already, at the bottom of the poop hole.
Yeah.
Poop. Well, here's another thing about anime is like
I like
there's
how we were like, man, we better
What?
not get talked about anime. No, here we are.
well,
You
I mean,
can
anime
shut
isn't
up.
like like one kind of show. It's just like a style of storytelling.
Yeah, it's an art style,
So,
essentially. Yeah.
There's a bunch of different like shows and stuff, and most of them can be a bit weird. Like Owen and I watched Devilman
Aromanga
Crybaby,
Sensei?
and Nat walked in and saw it, and then she's like, "That's what anime is," and that's probably what most people.
But that was a
do.
horror anime. Like that's the thing. Like it's
It's
just
also
it's
but
a
they don't know that.
styling
anime,
of show.
Like, that shit.
That's
yeah,
all.
well, people who don't watch anime don't have the concept to know that, it's just like every other TV show where it has genres and tropes and all this other crazy shit.
India has their own TV shows, or like shows that are subjective to them.
And they're getting view botted for. Sorry.
We're not going on T series and PewDiePie, but like if we watched stuff that was in like going on in India, like it'd be fucking weird to us, and it's just like
Yeah, that is just cultural thing.
it's
as well.
the same thing for like people who watch U.S. shows. Like you think they got Friends or like How I Met Your Mother over in Japan?
Maybe. Maybe.
It's like How I Met Your Senpai or
People who
something like
watch
that.
How I Met
How I
Your
Met
Mother
Your
don't have
Sensei.
friends here.
How I Met Senpai.
Sure.
I like
How I Met
Senpai.
How I
Senpai.
Met Senpai.
Yeah, but no, anime can be mad weird. Like Aromanga Sensei is like it's another one, which is like an erotica kind of thing. It's really
Hey, why
weird.
the
It's
fuck do you
really,
know
really
that, man?
weird.
That's the other thing. People mix up hentai and anime. That's
yeah,
that's
that's
really
like-
that's the
tentacles
downfall
and
right
shit.
there.
Yeah, dude. People go on Pornhub and they like accidentally click the hentai category.
But
or
they
some
don't
shit, and
even-
they're like, oh, this is anime.
But it's not even like the like basic like vanilla hentai that they associate it with. They associate it with that like hardcore like
Tentacle.
yeah
Hell
yeah
yeah.
lolly
Oh, that
thing.
good shit.
yeah.
That good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta
yes?
go look something up real quick.
Oh no! Quick nut. Oh, I gotta sneeze.
Done. All right, I'm back.
I gotta
What's up?
sneeze. I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze.
That is true.
Do it, pussy.
Wait, is there like real life tentacle porn?
I don't think anybody's.
Hold on, let me look it up
grabbed
real
an
quick. Let me
octopus.
look it up.
That's probably pretty popular in Japan too, I'd imagine.
Let me look it up.
Octopus, like to eat? Yeah.
In my travels
No.
through Pornhub, I have I think there is like they try and like do like live action stuff.
With what?
It's not fucking hentai
What
anymore.
what tentacles are they using? Whose?
I think they're
They
like
probably
they're
make like paper
fake.
mache stuff like that.
I would think it's
mean-
more like probably like
If they're fake, then what's the
So
point?
more of a plastic.
Not
Why not
paper.
just use like a? Why don't? Why wouldn't you?
silicone maybe.
Do you think? What do you guys think about? Now we're really changing the subject.
What do you mean?
People. How am I gonna put
You
this?
skipped out. What?
Oh, do I?
Okay, go.
How am I?
There you go.
How am I gonna put this? Like, there are people, normal people, that they get their sexual pleasures and they call it. But for some people, that's just not enough. And then so thus comes the dragon dildos, the tentacle stuff.
This is where this conversation has gone to.
The sex swings. Like when will our sexual thirsts be quenched?
Never. It'll only get more advanced.
It'll only grow from here.
We're gonna be on like
imagine when we start. Imagine when we start like legit making robots and stuff.
Dude,
can you imagine all the robots?
They're already doing that. You can buy robotic dolls.
The future is
thousands
now,
and
man.
thousands and thousands of dollars.
Wait, I have a prediction. Do you guys think that before we pass on, will we be able to see a headline of somebody getting killed by their sex robot or something along the lines of that, or like getting severely injured by a sex robot?
First of all, I'm immortal, so
we don't apply to it.
Probably. I don't apply to your mortal mind.
I could see something like the Samsung phone, like exploding, like the battery exploding.
Yeah, well, nobody died by that.
I could definitely see something like that.
An exploding sex robot, dude.
Jesus Christ. So it's 2019. Let's say we live another 60 years.
I just imagine. You guys ever see the South Park episode where they eat like gluten and then their like dicks fly off, like they shoot off like a fire rocket and just start spinning in circles?
That happens to me sometimes.
I imagine that's gonna happen. That's the closest thing in the next 10 years I think I can see happening.
What if somebody
dying from a robot, sex robot?
What if somebody dies in like a horrible car crash from their autonomous car malfunctioning while they were having sex with their robot?
Apple earphones?
With their VR glasses too, with their built-in VR glasses.
Oh, that's another thing. VR porn. Why do you want to look around?
I've tried it out. It's not bad.
I know you. But why do you want to look around?
You tried it out. Jesus.
What do you think he means, Mitch? Let the man do him.
Why not? You guys are not. You genuinely have no interest in trying something like that out.
I mean,
I don't know if I have. I tried to look it up on PSVR. It didn't work out.
I don't know if I'm willing to go out and get a VR headset.
Oh well, then okay.
That'd be a definite maybe for me.
I'm just saying, if you were given the opportunity to, right?
Can't you buy like the
regardless
Google
of cost,
which is super cheap?
Hell yeah!
Yeah. I have one for my phone. It's made out of like plastic.
Do you look at VR porn?
No,
I could be like a part of a small like little VR porn club, you know. Not everybody's in the not everybody watch VR.
Here's the other thing, content-wise, you're not looking at a lot of content right now.
I
could be exclusive.
Mitch, what's going on in your mind right now?
Didn't Japan like a few years ago actually hold a VR porn convention and it got shut down because there were too many attendants?
Are you fucking
dude? I swear to God, that was a thing.
Yeah, it's Japan.
No, fact check that right now. I'm not even kidding.
I mean, I can see it.
Japan's pretty crazy when it comes to that.
Like, good old Japan.
But,
that's a knee slapper.
Why do you want to look around when having sex? While having VR sex, why do you want to like look behind you and be like, oh, look, a fucking bed and a desk?
Because it's like real life, except.
I mean,
because it's supposed to enhance your.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it wasn't for me. Like, it was just like cool to experience.
Plus, you have no like sense of things around you, so you could just be like.
Imagine? Can you imagine like getting walked in on?
You're just whacking it.
I'm sure it's happened by now.
I just remember the one I was watching, like the dude. So I guess it was you are in a bathtub, and like you look down, and you got like 6-pack abs, you know, and
I mean that's pretty realistic.
And your micro wiener's gone.
So that's not very realistic.
Mitch is right. This is
8 inches.
This is true that the festival was shut down because of too many attendees.
I told
you. A bunch of buzzkills, bro.
I was there.
The cover photo is a Japanese man with a VR headset and okay, I'm gonna try and describe this. Imagine a bunch of Wegmans bags made together in the form of a doll, but the doll has no head. It has nubs for arms and nubs for legs, and is wearing a white school outfit with a green scarf.
Hell
and
yeah.
is sitting on top of him, and he's on both of his knees. And he's smiling.
Are you trying to give me a chub?
Yeah, what's going on here,
I'm
man?
chubbing right now.
You should
this
really
picture.
do some erotica, like.
Yeah, you should write some Harry Potter fanfic.
Jumping at those Wegmans bags, dude.
Oh my god.
This is truly something to feast your eyes upon.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I made my sex doll out of my groceries. Did you put
Okay,
it
wait.
in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
What other,
Oh god.
What other like news has happened recently? What else can we talk about besides like Japan and porn and stuff?
Well, we've already covered, Chernobyl was also, not a real thing.
Oh, wait, what we did?
What else was unreal? What else isn't a real thing?
I don't know.
I mean, I could go back to the simulation.
Yeah, I don't think you even brought it up, man.
Yeah, we're in a simulation, dog. That shit's nuts. Elon Musk said it, so
So,
I
it's
mean-
true?
Wait, can you actually... I don't want... I'm sorry if I'm putting you on the spot here, but can you actually, explain to me why we think we're in a simulation? Because I've heard the theory a lot of times, but I don't know the story.
I think the idea is that, essentially, I guess it's kind of like a paradox. Like, the idea is that technology gets so advanced that, simulations and stuff, become identical to real life to the point where, you can't tell a difference. So, I guess it's just, people think, the way I always thought of it is it's a never-ending chain of simulations, I suppose, is, the best way to explain it. So it's, the chances of us, actually being the original is, so astronomically slim that it's just, we're just in a simulation, dog. There's nothing you can do about it. We're trapped in here, you know what I'm saying?
I think the biggest thing is that there's nothing that you can really say that disproves the theory.
Yeah.
And that's why it's being so highly regarded. Because,
And Elon Musk said it.
But then again,
and
we
Neil
have the
deGrasse
flat
Tyson
Earth
agreed with him.
theory, So,
My boy Neil deGrasse Tyson, he said, yeah.
Yeah, it is you literally can't disprove it because the whole point of the theory is that it's so identical to real life that you just can't tell a difference. So obviously you're not be able to tell a difference, therefore you cannot disprove it.
But it doesn't necessarily make it true. That's the thing. So because
No,
you
it doesn't,
can't disprove
but-
it doesn't necessarily make it valid.
Yeah, but who's to say it's not valid?
No, I'm told. Like I said, there's
It's
Brain
totally
hurty.
possible. No, it is possible that I think that we just never get to that point in technology that we just kill ourselves first. But I mean, the whole point of the theory is that if that were to be the case, then you could argue then we're just in a failed simulation or something, and other simulations went differently and they acquired the technology or whatever, and that just kept going.
I genuinely feel like WALL-E is going to be the future.
Dude, WALL-E is my favorite Pixar movie by far.
It's really fucking good.
Well, here's the thing, though. You know how when they first break the atmosphere in that movie, there's all the space junk and shit?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually pretty realistic because...
Yeah.
There is so much space junk in, surrounding the Earth's orbit as of right now that it looks pretty similar to that of what you would see in WALL-E. Because we've launched so much shit up there.
Right.
Damn. That reminds me of the rover.
The what?
Remember
What?
the Mars rover? The one that's it's cold.
I'll review a Mars rover. Oh yeah, he's it's cold and it's getting dark. Rest in peace, my boy.
Dude.
I mean,
bro, you're gonna make me
he
cry.
lived a good robo life, you know.
You're gonna make me fucking...
You crying?
Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm
Here, let me
fucking
wipe your
crying.
let me wipe your tears real quick.
Oh,
Hold
I
on.
gotta sneeze again too.
Please do.
I'm gonna lick your boogers
On
up
me.
too.
Sneeze on me. Oh, okay.
Some good
Don't
boogers.
actually.
Y'all eat your boogers as a kid?
Alright. Well, that's enough of the podcast.
No,
All right.
I think it's actually
sound-
a good time.
Sounds like we're out of ideas.
Oh,
so-
okay.
No,
All right.
I say next episode we delve more into this your future talk because Nick's got some ideas.
But I'm just trying to find
Wait,
out
my
if y'all
future?
ate your boogers as a kid.
No, well, okay.
Yeah, of
Wait,
course I do.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing for my future. Wait, what?
No. I'm talking about like the future. Like, yes, we're talking about Wally and the simulation. I'm pretty sure there's more into that.
Hell
yeah. But that's just a theory. A game.
Theory.
Fuck you.
Hey.
Steal my thunder.
I thought you.
Well, thank you guys for listening. If you enjoyed this one, then there'll be more to come.
They won't.
For sure.
They won't.
And hey, Nick, listen here.
They won't.
There'll be more to come for sure. Please rate us, even though we're not on
Unless the
iTunes
simulation
yet.
ends, then we all die.
We're just gonna force some people to watch us at a party somewhere down the road.
Big facts. But for now, we gotta stay hopeful. This will be on YouTube. Maybe some other low-quality podcast site that I can find.
Check us out.
It'll be on Pornhub.
And then
check me out on Pornhub.
maybe eventually Spotify if we are good. More promise.
Yeah.
You gotta believe in yourself.
What if we blow up? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Does that mean that if we get famous off this first video, does that mean I'm Joseph Baldwin forever?
Yes, you are.
Alright.
Alright, settled it then.
Alright, yeah, stay tuned for our next conversation. It will be really deep, really interesting, and...
Deep.
Yeah,
Real deep.
Probably not, but...
Okay.
You'll learn something.
Bye.
Okay, it was fun. Alright, hit that outro music.
Da, da, da.